What will happen when all the ice melts in Antarctica? With all the advancements and improved technology that us humans are moving forward with, there are a few natural things that we have sacrificed in the way of progress, but making these compromises were definitely not the smartest choice. A lot of these have affected the natural processes and our planet drastically, and one of these effects is the major ice meltdown that the world is about to witness in 2060. As the ice and glaciers of Antarctica are about to melt. Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel once again. We're back with another amazing video. Now that climate change is happening and there are plenty of consequences that are on its way, we'll be looking at some serious predictions scientists have made when a significant proportion of ice will melt in Antarctica. First thing you need to know is that this incoming issue isn't a possibility. It is a solid prediction done by National Geographic. The ice sheet that is in danger covers about 14 million cubic square miles according to the National Snow and Ice Data Center. Now that we know that this ice was made and got collected in the form of these thick blankets, it is something that has happened in the course of many years. Its meltdown is definitely going to be a massive event. So here are some things that will be greatly influenced by the melted ice. Number 1. Longer days. One of the predictions that is made by the researchers is the longer day cycles. The days are about to get longer and it has even started happening. According to the Harvard University professor, Jerry Mitrovica, the polar shift has already started to affect the day length as it has gotten longer by 1,000th second. This whole situation is hypothetical at this point, so it's really hard to assume what will be the actual effects of it on this planet. But this prediction is hardly deniable. Number 2. Effect on the species. Antarctica, as we know, is a home of many species, and some of them are only limited to that piece of land due to the climate that is important for their survival. From penguins to seals and a diverse range of marine life that exist in the freezing depths of the Antarctic waters, will lose their homes and would ultimately die. A lot of them are expected to get extinct as well, which means a complete eradication of an entire species. According to a research made by the Columbia Climate School, there has been a wide range of decrease in the population of a penguin species, as the ice started to disappear. Another impact that will be made on the entire ecosystem is the extinction of the structures like phytoplankton and other major food sources on which many marine animals depend, along with the ice. Elimination of these nutrients from the food chain will produce an extreme effect in the whole ecosystem. Enjoying the video? If yes, then please go give this video your biggest thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell icon to stay notified from our latest videos and updates. Now let's get back to our video. Number 3. Unavailability of drinking water. Melting of glaciers aren't just bringing effects on the climate and animals, but they're also going to influence people who think they are resistant to the direct damage of the melted water. Glaciologist Mathieu Morligam explains that the infiltration of the sea water is going to affect the freshwater reserves underground, and so drinking water isn't going to be as pure as it is now. In case that happens, it is surely going to be a big problem for the world population, as studies from NASA have concluded that there was a major water infiltration problem that happened on a global level. As countries like Russia and the Arctic came under this critical situation, a lot of other lands rely on the natural process of the fresh glacier meltdowns used for drinking purposes. Number 4. Widespread of diseases. It is most likely that when the ice in the ice lands of Antarctica will melt down, the long-entrapped pathogens that are the disease-causing agents will be released and all the human race will get exposed to it. Being in the ice for nearly 750,000 years, we have no immunity against these germs, so it only means that we'll be getting caught up in its waves. The fact that this situation is only imagined and is highly hypothetical, there isn't any sort of estimation of the disease potential, and just because of that, there are no safety measures that scientists have in their minds that they can later adopt in future. History is there to remind us that some of the most dangerous as well as most famous diseases came from ice, like smallpox, anthrax, etc. Number 5. Microbes. For us, the climate of Antarctica is too extreme to think life exists there. While we get to witness all the animals and birds living in those extreme conditions, it shouldn't be surprising for us that millions of microbes and other unicellular organisms live there. However, something that may hold an element of surprise for us is how potent they are. Scientists who made several tests on the microbes that they discovered back in 2011 found some terrifying and scary details about these. Along with the potential to survive in the extreme cold conditions, they can survive in a high concentrated salt environment, super concentrated acidic as well as super concentrated alkaline environment. The existence of these microbes is so controversial that scientists couldn't get to know how they were actually formed. National Geographic later released the details about some other samples that were derived from a lake, but this lake existed under a thick layer of ice, and the results were so shocking that it literally shook the researchers. Number 6. Destruction of cities. The ice that we're talking about is coming from Greenland and Antarctica, and one thing that is quite predictable, even by a common man, is the destruction this insane amount of water will cause. National Geographic predicted the future of some cities that are basically in quite a lot of danger due to this. These especially include coastal cities like New York, London, Venice, New Orleans, Shanghai, Bangladesh and many more, and Australia is highly exposed to getting submerged underwater. Existential crises are way too intense for Denmark and the Netherlands as well. The only land that would face relatively less damage would be Africa. The whole continent might get lucky and not lose that much land as the other continents. However, the increasing temperatures will make most of the area uninhabitable due to the ice meltdown. We really hope you liked this video. If you haven't already, then go and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys next time.